Hi Miriam, my name is Christina. I'm with Casey Phoenix SEO. I told you I'd get you this video over with some free tips on how to set your company above your competition. So we're going to talk about content, citations, and backlinks. Content is the most important and really the foundation for the 3 steps. The average site needs 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with Google, and you're currently sitting at about 600, so not bad. I think it's somewhere between 600 and 800. But one of the things that you don't have in your content is you explain things, but you don't have the keywords built into there. And what I mean is, like, house washing, that's a keyword, but it's a national keyword because it doesn't say where it's coming from. Pressure washing. So, like the keyword that I'm going to show you that I searched for this is pressure washing Loganville, Georgia. And if you just had pressure washing Loganville, Georgia, that would pop up as one of the keywords, and then your content would get built into when Google's crawling pages. That's what they're looking for, is those keyword searches, just to make it quicker. Now, you can go on the same path you are and not put any of those in your content, but it's just going to take you longer to rank your site since your site's not that old. When you look at your number 1 competitors, so just for this one keyword, pressure washing Loganville, Georgia, your number 1 competitors, so you've got your Google Map Pack we'll talk about here in a second. Sometimes you have ads up here, but it looks like right now Yelp and Home Advisor are at the top. Your first business is Crown Pressure Washing, so they're going to be your number 1 competitors that you'll want to beat out. And they actually only have about the same amount of content as you, just added in with the video, but their content has a little bit more of those words, and their site's been around a little longer, which is why they're ranking. So if you want to rank up higher than them, you either have to wait the amount of time that you're around if you don't make any edits to your content, or you can start doing some of these other steps, like I said, building in those keywords to get ranked faster, and then backlinks and citations that we're going to talk about here in just a second. Also, I want to point out that pressure washing Loganville, Georgia, if you had that keyword built to where you're ranking for just this one keyword, 30 people a month are searching for that, so that's 30 potential customers that you're missing out on by not being number 1. The second thing we're going to talk about is the next visible section. It's called the Google Map Pack. This is where people have their Google My Business, which I notice you do have one, and they list their business name, their phone number, and their address. And you can rank at the top of here without being in the number 1 spot down here, and you do that by getting citations. In order to get a citation, you submit your business information in directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Thumbtack, etc. So I went ahead and just plugged in your business information along with your top competitor here, Curb Appeals, into this tool that you can actually go out and get yourself. It's called whitespark.ca, and with this tool it's about $30 to $70 a month depending on which plan you choose. And I plugged you guys in. You actually have 16 citations, and Curb Appeal professionals have 12, so you have more citations. So it's probably just something with your Google My Business. It could be that you just don't have a long enough description. You want to try to get that 500 word description, make sure that it's optimized with a keyword built into there. At least 2 or 3 is what I tried to do. And then also making sure that you're getting listed for all those different service areas. You want to make sure that your Google My Business is set up correctly. But even if it wasn't, like maybe theirs is set up a little bit better, if you blew them away with citations and went and got listed in 2, 3, 4 times as many places as Curb Appeal, you would jump up just for that, without having to worry about making sure your Google My Business is perfect. So definitely recommend checking that out. The other cool thing about Whitespark is you can click on your competitors and see where they're listed and make sure that you're listed in all those places. And because if it works for them, it'll work for you to get to the top. And then you can plug in all of your other ones too to see if there's any citations that you missed. The last thing that we're going to talk about are backlinks. Basically, we call it link juice, and it simply works like Site A points to Site B. Site A is the link juice that gives Site B more authority in Google's eyes, like a popularity contest. So the more sites you have coming in pointing to you, the more popular you are, the higher you'll be ranked. You want to make sure that you not only have more sites coming in, but you also want to make sure that they're effective by having relative sites linking back to you. For instance, you would want to have a blog post about like maybe why pressure washing however many times a year is necessary on your house to keep up the value, that sort of thing. That's going to bring in a lot more authority and power to your website than, say, a blog post about pizza because you don't sling pizzas for a living. So this other tool I'm going to show you is called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. It costs about $120 plus. Again, depends on which package you pick, but it's a little bit more expensive, but it really gives a good breakdown of what your website's doing for you. And currently you only have 2 different referring domains with 2 different backlinks that are showing to your site. It is, like I said, it looks like your site's relatively new, so that's part of it. It does take a little bit of time to show all of this stuff. But when I pulled up your competitors, Crown Pressure Washing, they have 21 referring domains with 95 different backlinks. So that's where you want to beat them out. You'll have to start out by at least getting this much and then getting more backlinks. And then if they're more relevant to your niche, you're going to rank higher than Crown Pressure, on top of making the other edits that I talked about with content and that sort of thing. So in closing, content, getting up to that 1,000 to 1,500 words on your home page, making sure keywords are built into it and then it's optimized. And then citations, getting listed on those different directories. And then link juice, making sure that you're adding links constantly that are going to point back to your website. So blog posts, blog comments, those citations will give you a backlink, that sort of thing. If you have any questions, you can give me a call at 816-323-4100. Again, my name's Christina. And if this is just something you think that you don't have the time for, or you just are too busy doing your business, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching my video.